Alright guys, welcome back to Crunch Time, the show where you get the best NBA DFS picks each and every day. Today we have a nice 5-game slate, so not too big, not too small. Joined as always with Chris here, Chrissair in the industry, Chrissair DFS on Twitter. How are you doing today? Just saw you made your bed right now.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. We have a short little slate here, but it's Thursday, so we're kind of used to that. But yeah, I'm excited.
I already see people in the chat here. Welcome, guys. We got Justin in here as always. He's always first here now. Used to be Ghostify Sports Simmer. Simmer's back here. I got Robert here, got the cheddar. Brandon here, counting the likes here. 22 out of 30. So I guess we're doing 30 likes today for the giveaway. I got Cody in here, KJ in here. We hate Drummond. I love Drummond, but I didn't see what happened. I saw he busted. What happened to Drummond, Chris?
I mean, he's just an awful player. Like,
He's not.
everyone thinks he sucks. He sucks. He's just terrible.
I like Drummond, but okay. Did he not play, or is he just bad? Like, what happened?
He didn't play because he's bad.
I don't believe it.
It's simple. It's simple.
Simple as that. Yeah, I guess, guys, today we'll do a giveaway again. Hit it yesterday, but let's try to get it today again. 30 likes. We'll do the giveaway for the weekly subscription. If we get to 50, we'll do the monthly. So 30 likes, we'll do a giveaway to our optimizer that we use every single show. Week pass for free, Discord community as well. Every 5 likes after that, we'll do another one. And then if we get 50 one day, we'll do a monthly. So one day we'll get that. I'm not sure if it's today, but one day we'll do that. But yeah, as always, guys, go through the slate using dfscrunch.com. Optimizer projections, our in-house tool here that we've been building for the last 2 years, almost 2 years now. If you want to get in on that, there's a 3-day free trial for all new members, which I'm sure you guys know by now. No code or anything required. Just check out and you'll get 3 days free. You can cancel anytime before then. But yeah, definitely check that out, guys. There's every main sport, FanDuel, DraftKings, even some European site, Fan Team for now. But I don't think we'll have that forever because we don't really keep that one up to date. So just FanDuel, DraftKings. But yeah, definitely check that out, guys. It's super, super sharp. Projections there are awesome. Seems like almost every day for NBA, at least. That's the one I check on. A lot of the pros, they have the same as our top build there in the optimizer. So definitely super sharp, guys. Makes your job a lot easier. But yeah, let's get into some Twitter stuff. Did you get the tweet out today, Chris? Or are we going to do Discord today?
No, let's just do Discord. I don't like how on the Twitter we only have success posts. We need a Twitter guy or something. Otherwise, it's not a good follow for other people.
Yeah.
So we need to work that out.
Yeah, maybe we can get Justin in here on the Twitter job. But yeah, I think we need some other content there on Twitter. We do have the live tweet there, so I see that one. That's good. I guess one of them from yesterday, this one here, biggest perks of DFS Crunch is the amazing Discord community. Definitely something that we've been developing recently. It's getting better and better every day. But yeah, lots of solid guys in here. We got the Roby news early from Mike here. A few guys mentioned it before as well, but I think we got this picture here, confirmation that he wasn't even in the warm-ups a few minutes before their game started, so that was like ahead of schedule there. It let you pivot off of Roby. Obviously didn't play, so that was a great call there. But yeah, super helpful community there. This one picture here doesn't even do justice for how good the community is. It's great here, but it's even better than what you see here. And then yeah, Discord success here. Got Clement here. $10. I think this is, what is this? Cash double up?
That was not yesterday.
Oh right, my bad. Where is it? Yesterday. PM here.
We have some chat. Turner Burn saying mid to high stakes t-shirt coming soon. Yeah. What do you think about that, Garry?
Yeah, we definitely need that. That's a good one. I also like No Need to Get Cute from you as well. That's a good one. Trust the Opto, another good one, I think. We need Hasty for the merch. Haven't seen him in a while. Hope he's doing okay. Probably just busy, but I think we need Hasty for the merch there. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Justin's our guy for the Twitter. But once I go in front of the camera, you're demoted to producer. I don't mind producing. Let's see. Huggin here says, I'd thought to ask that. I know we asked about it over the summer. Swag would be the bomb if we get that in the future. Yeah, we should definitely do that. Be fun. Smash that like button from Justin. Henry says Yuta Watanabe and Chetty Osman t-shirt. Definitely the Chetty Osman one would be great, I think. That'd be nice. And
that guy kind of sucks now too, doesn't he? I think he got like 2 points yesterday.
He's close to our hearts here. But yeah, I think the merch would be nice. You and I could rep it on the show. That'd be pretty fun. But yeah, I think this one's from yesterday, right, Chris? This is some Chell from you here, NHL. Just say NHL out loud, the last part, Chell. But yeah, this was your cash one, Chris. Anything you want to say about this one here?
I mean, it was a 2-game slate, so I couldn't get much action in. But yeah, I mean, the Chell Opto just continues to do damage. I mean, it's overdue for a few losses, so I'm getting a little scared, but I'm still gonna play it.
Yeah, I could see entry fees getting lighter and lighter. You're getting scared. Yeah, next one here, we have days work here. College basketball, super solid there. He's been killing it there ever since he joined. College has also been super sharp ever since we had that up before NBA. Those are some projections we've worked on. We worked on those projections before NBA season. I mean, they were super sharp, super good. I was playing some tournaments on DraftKings FanDuel before NBA. Did super well. Took some down. So super sharp. Still super sharp. Love to see that. I mean, this is just amazing how sharp the projections are here. I mean, it's one of the best kept secrets in DFS, Chris, right now, I think. But yeah, good results there. Got Nick here, some NHL again, single entry cash here, DraftKings, good results. More good results. I got some Chris here for DraftKings NBA here, main slate. What do you make of this one, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, Mike kind of saved my night with the Roby thing. So I saw his message at like 6:59. Obviously, I'm Pacific time, so that's 1 minute before that game locked. So I had to pick someone random. So I just picked Gasol. Got kind of lucky. He got me like 18. So that was good enough. I think Roby was like 60% in cash games. So yeah, definitely a big edge there. Henry says Dylan Briggs got there. Yeah, I mean, he picked up like 2 quick fouls. I think he got 2 fouls in 7 seconds, like 1 minute into the game. I think he ended up playing a really good second half. I think he got like 30 or something. So yeah, Dylan Briggs definitely got there.
You know who else got there? Chris Boucher. I remember you were concerned at one part in the night. I think at halftime he had 8 minutes, 15 fantasy points, and I was like, he'll get there. He got there. What did he get? Like 41?
Yeah, I mean, it all went to waste with the Drummond thing, but yeah, it was frustrating. Like, he was playing so well, and he only had 8 minutes in the first half, so just awful stuff there.
Yeah, Nick Nurse does not trust him, so that's the thing. Definitely a guy that's going to trend up and down, I think, for a while with his price, depending on the minutes. So definitely a guy to keep an eye on when you can buy low and matchup dependent. So I personally like that because that kind of people lose interest, I think, when he has like a bad game or two and he's priced up and then he kind of trends down. And then when there's a good matchup again, you can get him at a low price, low interest. So I kind of like that. But yeah, we have another one here from the Hug. $60 from $3. I think he was sweating it out in OT. I think he had there was someone else who was right behind him, I think, had like 2 or 3 guys on OKC, and I think if any of them got a basket instead of Horford, other than Horford, he would have dropped down one place, so he was sweating that one out. But yeah, good to see that he got that one. Love to see that. Got some Ariane in here. Let's see what we got. Some tournament here, 5 cents, $1. Good to see. 389.4. I wonder what the takedown score was there, but probably, I mean, it's up there, I'm guessing, in the 5 cent one.
Yeah, it was probably around 400 something.
Yeah. Got some HBK here. 165, almost 300 there. So super, super solid results here. I think he had a nice parlay here. Yeah, $10 into 206. So that's awesome. Anything to say about this one, Chris?
I mean, I've never really had much luck with parlays, but yeah, I mean they seem easy and straightforward when you look at them, but once you start stacking a bunch of things up, usually one thing one thing kind of doesn't get there. But I mean, it's nice to see that he got there with his 6-leg parlay.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think got some emojis here, some gifs here. Super awesome to see that. Yeah, before we get into the slate, I saw some CJ McCollum here. He's trying to buy some Bitcoin. Coinbase isn't letting him. Apparently, he's being denied. Can't afford it for some reason. So I thought this one was pretty funny. He's not giving him his 25K limit per day. He's saying, I assure you I can afford it, so please stop playing with my paper and let me get this money. Please help.
I think he got it figured out.
Huh?
I think he got it figured out. I saw another tweet from him.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's funny. Maybe it's because he's injured. They didn't think he'd stay in the NBA. Can't afford it. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, that's a good one. Pulled that one up there. But yeah, 10 teams today, 5 games. Should be a good one. I like it. Toronto's playing first up here. We got, I think, Brogdon here. Sabonis. I think Brogdon's popping in the optimal. Got some recency bias there, kind of negative bias towards Brogdon because of his performance there. But yeah, Chris, 5-game slate. What's the major news today? What are we looking at? Who do we have out here? Where's the value? What are we interested in?
Which one do you want to start with? You asked me like 5 questions.
Just who's out here today? Where do we find our interest?
So we have some Golden State guys out, so the same guys as usual. So I think they have a 9-man rotation right now, so some interest there. There's not really big names missing today. On Orlando, Evan Fournier and Cole Anthony are both questionable. OG is questionable again for Toronto. Shake Milton, he's doubtful, but there's not really big names that are out today. So yeah, Goran Dragic as well. I forgot to mention him. He's out. But yeah, that pretty much does it, I think.
Yep. Yeah, how's my light today, Chris? A bit better. I had to close the outdoor light here with the curtain. Otherwise, there's too much light behind me.
Yeah.
Is it a bit better?
Yeah, it's a little better.
Still a little dark though, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need like a really bright light pointing at my face, so I'd probably go blind from that one, or I need to like make this darker, but I don't think it's too bad right now. Definitely better. What else we got? Tobias in the replies. Was there Tobias here? Oh yeah, Tobias Harris.
Yeah,
what did he say? Help my brother out, please. Yeah, definitely good stuff there. I love that one. Thoughts of running Steph and Lillard in a tournament, Chris?
Yeah, I definitely have no problems with that. I mean, they're 2 of the best plays on the slate, so whenever you can get those guys, I try to do it. Obviously, they have a high ceiling always, so yeah, definitely no problems with those 2 guys.
Yeah, our boy John Cotter here. Love that name. Let's go. Able to catch the game-by-game breakdown tonight. Get that money. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Not too long today as well. Just 5 games, so should be nice. KJ says Wall questionable, Chris?
I think we had him probable.
Yeah, I see probable right now. Let's see. Josh here, good afternoon. Robert here saying Jeremy Grant, Brogdon stack looking nice. What do you think of that one, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I like Jeremy Grant today. I like Brogdon, so definitely no problems with that. You get the game stack. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, let's get right into it then. First up, we have Toronto Raptors against the Boston Celtics. Toronto side, we have OG Anunoby questionable, Watanabe doubtful, and McCaw out for them. Projected starters, we have Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, and Aaron Baines. Anyone you like on Toronto today, Chris?
I don't know. What do you think? You're the Toronto guy. Obviously they had some like a rivalry with Boston. Is there anyone that kind of stands out to you just in general when they play the Celtics?
I think Lowry steps up to the plate. I don't know. I feel like their main guys like the matchup, like Lowry, Siakam, VanVleet. They'll probably step up. Yeah, I think the
Yeah,
guys who would step up in the playoffs for them, like their main guys there, they like this matchup, so they'll probably step up for them. Usually it's a close game. Not sure what the spread is. Probably close, is it, Chris?
yeah, it's 2 points for the Celtics. But I mean, I was just asking because like their main guys, they're not popping today. But I mean, if you had to pick a favorite out of Lowry, Van Vliet, and Siakam, who would it be?
Probably. I mean, Van Fleet's kind of high 9-3, probably. I mean, so is Siakam.
Would you just go with the best price tag?
Pardon?
Would you just go with the best price tag?
Yeah, probably go Lowry 7-3. Yeah, Lowry always has some upside there. He's usually a safe cash play as well. You like him at this price tag on most nights. So probably Lowry if I had to say one. One thing I remember, I think Pritchard had a big game against Toronto last time. I think that was like the first time we had interest in Pritchard. Maybe, yeah, of those three guys, probably Lowry for me, if I had to pick one. Because we have Siakam 9-6, Fred VanVleet 9-3 on FanDuel, so it's kind of high for them. But yeah, Lowry for me. But yeah, what about you?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like we just got to go with what the prices are. On DK, Lowry and Van Vliet are a lot cheaper. Siakam and Van Vliet are a lot cheaper. Siakam's only 8K there, so I think he's my favorite on DK. And then on FanDuel, Lowry is my favorite. Obviously, these guys are probably tournament only for me. They're not really popping in optimals right now. The one guy that's sort of popping in some of the lower optimals is Chris Boucher. I think if we get news that OG is out, then maybe we can play him again. He's 6'4" now on FanDuel, so not too high for him. Obviously, he's a great point per minute guy. He's 6K on DK, so definitely don't mind that price tag either. How about Norm Powell? How do you feel about Norm Powell? I know Brandon was kind of getting on you for your sell high comment, but he's kind of been crushing recently.
Yeah, he's been crushing. I mean, I can't believe it. I don't know. He's like a streaky guy. I feel like, is he getting more opportunity now than before, or is he just developed? Like, what's going on there? Did Lowry step down a bit? Like, I don't really.
I mean, OG has been out, so his Norm's minutes have kind of been solidified. Obviously, he's starting now.
Yeah, I mean he's
play a bit smaller, so yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely been killing it. What's his price tag today? 6.5 is it on FanDuel?
6 on FanDuel.
6.8 on FanDuel. What is it here? 6.7 DraftKings. Yeah, I don't know. We haven't projected for 25 on DraftKings. 25 as well on FanDuel. Obviously for the 7K price tag, that's nothing impressive there. Not someone you'd want to target. Is his projection lower than we've had on days past, Chris?
No, I mean it's low right now because OG is questionable, and I mean if OG plays, then that's a fair price tag for him. And when someone's questionable, we usually have them as in, so that's why it's low right now. But I mean, yeah, if you want to play him in tournaments and hope he keeps crushing it, I think that's a fine play if you want to pivot off of their big three guys, just because they're expensive, like we were talking about. But I mean, if I had to pick one guy, it's Chris Boucher here. I think we've probably spent a little too much time on the Raptors just because they're not really popping today at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're fine tournament plays. If I would play them in the tournament, I would also run them back with someone from the Celtics, just because the game is projected to stay tight. It's a 220 over under, so it's not the greatest, but I think maybe one or two of these guys will have a ceiling game here. I don't know which one it's going to be. That's the problem.
On the Raptors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably make for tournaments, maybe make a group, have one of Siakam, Van Fleet, Lowry, like a group like that, and then maybe have like one of Boucher, and then depending on OG news, like Powell or just someone else in there. Something like that, kind of two separate groups for their three main guys and then one group for like their secondary guys there. But yeah, let's get into Boston. Over there we have Marcus Smart and Robert Williams out for them. Projected starters, Kemba Walker, Brown, Tatum, Tice, and Thompson. Who do you like there, Chris?
So I have a lot of interest in them here. We got news earlier today that Robert Williams is out, so kind of kind of makes Tice a little bit of a better play. He's 4.9 on DK, 4.9 on FanDuel as well. So I don't mind him as sort of a last piece in cash games. I probably don't like it in tournaments too much just because I don't think he has too high of a ceiling, but definitely don't mind him as a last piece in cash games. Another guy here, Kemba Walker. He's 5.5 now on FanDuel, so really low price tag there. He's been playing awful. His shot has just been way off, but I mean, it's a price tag that I do want to buy low on, especially on FanDuel for 5.5. On DK, he's 6.5, so I have no interest there. He's just playing awful. I don't think we need to pay up, or not pay up, but we don't need to pay that much for Kemba on this slate. So he's a FanDuel specific play for me. And then the two other guys here, obviously Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. I like Jaylen Brown a lot on DK. He's 7.7K there. On FanDuel, he's 8.4K, so more expensive. So definitely have more interest in Jaylen Brown on DraftKings. I don't mind him as a cash game piece. Love him in tournaments as well. Obviously, he always has a good ceiling. He does a little bit of everything. So he's more of a DK play for me, like I said. And then Tatum as well. He's 8.9K on DK, 9.5 on FanDuel. I have interest in him on both sites. With Brown on FanDuel, small forward is kind of deep, so I don't think we need to go there. But Tatum for 9.5 at power forward on FanDuel, definitely don't mind that. Really like him in the spot, like I was saying before, tight spread, so he should get his full allotment of minutes here. So I really like him in cash games and then tournaments as well. I think he also has an opportunity for a ceiling. I wouldn't play Tatum and Brown in the same lineup in tournaments just because I think they probably can't both hit their ceiling in the same game. But yeah, definitely like one of the two in tournaments if I'm playing that.
Yeah, I like this game for tournaments as well. I'll probably do a few like stacks here, target a few guys from each team in a tournament, build there. Mike Weaver's asking, is that Dame on the cover today? Sixers are locked down defensively. No. So he's kind of asking if Dame's a good pick against the lockdown defense of the Sixers, Chris.
I don't know if he's joking because he is in my DM saying Philly's kind of overrated on defense. He watches them every day. But I showed him the advanced stats. They're like the third best team in terms of defensive rating. So, I mean, when it comes to like stars like this, like Dame, where he just shoots so much, his usage rate is so high. I have no problems playing him against elite defenses, especially on these kind of short slates. Like he's 10K on FanDuel, 9.8 on DK, so I don't mind spending up for him as one of my spend ups today. It's not like he's a lock today, but definitely don't mind it.
Yeah, you always say that about the stars. You're not concerned about the team or the individual defense, more about, I think you said team defensive schemes, right? Not about like individual defenders.
Yeah, I mean, the only concern would be if they double him, but at the same time, like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, if he gets doubled, it's because he's in such a good position. Like, he's the main guy. He's going to have the ball in his hands all game. So, I mean, I like Dame.
Yeah. Trigger says, won't see me playing Cousins. Henry says he's a scaredy cat for that. What do you think about Cousins, Chris?
I mean, like, he hasn't been finishing games for some reason. I don't know why. I think maybe it was because they were on a back-to-back, but like he wasn't playing any fourth quarter minutes, which was pretty concerning.
Yeah.
But he's still 6K on FanDuel, so really good price tag there. If he gets normal run, 28 minutes, he should crush. He's just such a good point per minute guy, but it's definitely a little scary with the uncertainty on his minutes.
Yeah. Trigger says Embiid should have been on the cover today. Yeah, Trigger also says you're playing with fire with Cousins, Chris.
I don't think he's in any of the optimals right now. I think Vucevic is the center right now on both sites.
Yeah. But
yeah, Cousins is definitely up there in some teams though.
Yeah, Henry's also saying Embiid's going to smash Canner part 2.
Yeah, it's just a little hard to spend up for him in my opinion. Like if I'm spending up, I'd kind of rather just play Vucevic against the Warriors. I like that a little more.
Yeah. Let's see what else we have. Dame has to step up for this game to be close, the Portland one. Seth Curry, revenge game, Chris. What do you think of that one?
Yeah, I love Seth Curry with what's his name, Shake Milton out. He's been playing better as well. So yeah, definitely love Seth against the Blazers here.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't get a tummy ache though. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't get a tummy ache. That's all I have to say about Seth. Hug doesn't like the Walker pick. He doesn't like Walker, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. He's been shooting awfully.
Yeah. Trigger says you see Tice take off from the free throw line last week.
No, I didn't see that. I saw Anthony Edwards kind of take off from the free throw line one game.
Yeah.
Didn't see Tice though.
Yeah, Kemba sucks from Trigger, but he won't kill you at the price, and he's got upside.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then Trigger says these are the matchups Boucher lives for. Yeah, I think Boucher could definitely be in a smash spot at his price tag against the Celtics. I don't think they have anyone too big for him that he'd have trouble with, so I feel like he could get a good run here today. Dinda says his name should be NBA Kemba, not Kemba. Yeah, he's got no coordination anymore. Looks like he's moving in quicksand. Embiid, the pivot off of Vooch. Yeah, let's go into the next game here. Miami at Houston. Miami side first. Harkless questionable. Gabe Vincent probable. And then Chris Silva and Goran Dragic both out for them. Projected starters for Miami, we have Kendrick Nunn, Butler, Robinson, Kelly Olynyk, and Bam Adebayo. Who do you like on Miami, Chris?
So I'll start with their two main guys in Bam and Jimmy Butler. I really like them. I think they're a little more interesting on FanDuel, just because of the way construction works, but definitely don't mind them on either site. I'll start with Butler here. He's 8.7K on FanDuel, 8.4 on DK. He's been playing really well recently. Dragic is out today, so that kind of bumps him up a little bit. He's going to have the ball in his hands even more than he already does. So definitely like that play there. Both formats, like if you look at his game log, he's just been crushing. He's been like, ever since he's come back from his injury or COVID, whatever it was, he's been above like 5.3x value in every game. So he's just been crushing. He's still cheap, so I really like him on both sites, both formats. And then Bam Adebayo, another guy that's kind of interesting today. He's 8.6 on DraftKings, 9K on FanDuel. He's been playing pretty well also. Obviously, Dragic being out also helps him a little bit. He's going to have the ball in his hands more as well. So I don't mind Bam. If I had to pick between the two, I would go with Butler. Just feels a little safer. He's been playing really well recently, so Butler's my preferred guy here on the Heat. That pretty much does it. Like for value, we can play Iggy on DK for 3.5K. Duncan Robinson for 4 or 5 on DK. I don't mind that as well in tournaments. But I think just in general, like my main target here is Jimmy Butler.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like a good price tag there. And looking at his game log, he has been killing it. It just looks pretty crazy here. So seems like a really good price for him as well. Yeah. Robert's asking, safe to post head-to-heads under $5 on DraftKings, or would you still search to pick up people instead?
Yeah, so on DK you can do the thing where you limit how many contests other people can take against you. So if I were in your position, I would just only post $1 and $2 head-to-heads. Just like post them all. I think you can post 50 max, so I would post 50 max of both of those on DK with like a maximum of 3 times that someone can play you.
Yep. And then Henry's saying Bam should expose Boogie. No?
I mean, yeah. I'm a Boogie guy, so kind of hard for me to admit that. But yeah, I mean, he should, like Trigger said, Boogie looks like he's moving in quicksand now. He has no coordination anymore, so yeah, definitely he should be able to expose Boogie.
Yeah, it's a hard injury to come back from, especially as a big guy, not a super light guy as well. So probably tough for him. But yeah, still good to see him back in the league though, playing. Hopefully we'll get that fourth quarter run today. Yeah, let's go Houston side here. John Wall, probable. Oladipo in. You'd like to target one of these guys when one of them is out, but maybe today we'll get both in. Projected starters, we have Wall, Oladipo, Tate, Tucker, and Cousins. I guess like if both of them are in, Chris, do you have any interest at all in them or any of the other Houston guys other than Boogie here?
So yeah, I have a lot of interest in John Wall on DK. Even if Oladipo is in, John Wall is only 7.1K there. I think he's a lock for me. Obviously, assuming he's in. Um, yeah, I really like that price tag. His minutes have been up as well. He played 34 last game, 32 the game before that. So definitely trending upwards. He's super aggressive. Usage rate in the 30s. So really like John Wall for 7.1K. I think that's an easy play today over on DK. On FanDuel, he's 7-7. Point guard's a little deeper here on FanDuel. We have Kemba for 5-5. Guys like Brogdon, Dame. So I don't think we need John Wall over there. The one guy that I am interested on FanDuel is Demarcus Cousins, obviously, for 6K. Really good price tag on him. Like we were mentioning, if he gets the fourth quarter run, if he plays like 28 to 30 minutes, he should smash his price tag here. Like we were calling him a free square for every game that he's been priced at 6K. So this is kind of like, it's kind of a day where you could probably get him a little lower owned than he should be. Maybe use that as leverage. I might even just lock him in just because I like him so much.
In tournaments?
Yeah, I mean, obviously people don't normally lock in a center, but I mean, if he gets this fourth quarter run, he's probably going to smash. Like I said, I think he was not getting the fourth quarter run just because it was a back-to-back last time. So yeah, I kind of like using Cousins here. I think he's gonna go a little under owned for the amount of value that he presents. So he's my guy on FanDuel. On DK. He's 6.9K. I don't think we need to go up there. Just too much risk with the minutes for 1,000 more than on FanDuel. So on DK, I'll just stick with John Wall.
Yeah, I kind of like that Cousins take there. Little under owned probably for the value he presents, like you said. So I do like that thought process there for him. Let's see what else we got. Hug says, who could forget the BAM block on Tatum in the playoffs?
Yeah, that was definitely something. One of the best blocks I've ever seen, other than the LeBron chase down.
Yeah, super good block there. Stadia is asking, any rules with Oladipo and Wall for tournaments, Chris, max of 1 or both is fine if it lands there?
Yeah, I would probably set a rule. I mean, I didn't mention it just because they won't probably pop much together with their price tags today. But yeah, if you're trying to set a rule on a lot of players, yeah, I would set it to from 0 to 1, just so you get a maximum of 1 of the 2.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Next game here we got Indiana Pacers at Detroit against the Pistons. Indiana side, I don't see anything marked for them right now. Nothing new. Projected starters but Malcolm Brogdon, Lamb, Holiday, Sabonis, and Turner. Justin Holiday there. Who do you like on Indiana today, Chris? I think Brogdon, someone mentioned in the Discord, was popping today in the optimals right now. Maybe people just have some bad memories of him from the other day. But yeah, what do you think of the Pacers?
Yeah, so they were obviously in that smash spot yesterday against the Nets. I think they scored 30 points in the first half, so like they made the Nets defense look like the best defense in the league when they're one of the worst. So that was a little frustrating. Brogdon played like absolutely awful. Same as Sabonis, their whole team pretty much. So yeah, I think people will probably be a little scared to play them here, but like Brogdon's numbers actually look really good. Like his usage rate is still high. He's still shooting around 17 to 20 times per game. So we're only getting him for 7.2K on FanDuel. So I definitely have no problems with that in cash games. Even in tournaments, I think people will be scared off of him. Like I said, we have him at 28% right now, but I mean, I probably think that number comes in around somewhere around 20%, maybe like 22 in tournaments, obviously. So definitely like Brogdon in tournaments. Sabonis as well. I think he's a better play on DK though. 8.8K compared to 9.3 on FanDuel. So I kind of like these guys. They're not popping a lot today, but I'll definitely get some exposure to these guys in my tournament builds.
Yeah. Before we do Detroit, or maybe we'll do Detroit first. I got a question though from Espo saying, can you explain setting rules, please, if you got 2 seconds? Yeah, we can do that right after Detroit here. But yeah, Detroit side, we have Frank Jackson doubtful. Dennis Smith Jr. is in for them. Projected starters, we have Delon Wright, Ellington, Grant, Griffin, and Plumlee. Plumdog Millionaire. Any interest in the Detroit guys, Chris?
Not really on FanDuel, but on DK, I think we can take advantage of some of these price tags. Jeremy Grant is 7.4K here, so that's a really good price tag for him. On FanDuel, he's 8.2. I think it's a little too high for me. It's not the greatest matchup for the Pistons. They're only implied to score 105 as well, so that's one of the lowest on the slates. But yeah, Rose is gone now, obviously, so some of these guys do get a usage bump now. Jeremy Grant is probably my favorite guy on DK, 7.4, like I said. Mason Plumlee, another guy whose minutes have kind of been more secure recently. He played 38 against the Nets last time. Against the Lakers in the double OT game, he played 47. So obviously, if that game didn't go into OT, he would have played 37. So yeah, I have interest in Plumlee as well. I think he's a really good tournament option. If you land there as sort of a last piece in cash games, I don't mind that either. But I definitely think he's more of a DK play. On FanDuel, he's 7K, so I wouldn't touch that myself. Delon Wright, another guy that's pretty interesting in tournaments. I really like his price tag over on DK as well, 6.3K. He's not going to pop a lot in optimals, but I'm probably going to try to jam him into a few of my lineups, maybe set him at like 20% for my DK tournament builds. But yeah, like Josh Jackson, another guy here, probably a little too expensive for me on both sites. I'm probably going to stick to Grant, Plumlee, and Wright for the most part.
Yeah. Let's get into the settings. I had a question actually for you, Chris. What do you think what about a setting that would kind of, like, you know how we have randomize right now here, which just randomizes every lineup it builds, each player's projections by whatever percent you put it here, plus or minus. Like this would be plus or minus 6% for each player. What if we had one like that would do it based on the value of a player? Like you could limit it to only do like a certain percentage based on the value. So guys who are like 6x, it wouldn't touch if you didn't want to. Guys who are like between 4 to 5, for example, you could put it like 10%.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It would probably be a little confusing. I'm not sure when you would use that. But yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea. Like right now, you could manually do it for each player. But yeah, I'm not sure.
I feel like it could be good because if you like the super chalky value plays, you could just leave them as is, and then if you want to like randomize the guys who are like 3 to 4x or something like that, you could put them by like 20%, and you can just quickly do that. I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, let's get into the settings. Answer Espo's question there. Do you want to go over it, Chris?
I think he was asking about the player groups.
Oh, play groups, yeah. So
we got the question about John Wall and Oladipo. Obviously, those two negatively correlate, just because they're both guards on the Rockets. So if you're playing tournament lineups, you don't want players who negatively correlate with each other. So you could just set a quick group and add John Wall and Victor Oladipo. Move the slider make it 0 to 1. Just means that each lineup generated can only have a maximum of one of these two guys, so you'll never get both of them in the same lineup. And then obviously the minimum slider is set at 0, so that means that only the maximum rule applies. If you set the minimum at 1, that means that every lineup will have at least one of those two guys. But I mean, in this case where we're trying to eliminate the negative correlation, we just set it to 0 to 1.
Yep. And then likewise, if you wanted like at least one of the Raptors guys, like if you wanted like Siakam, Van Fleet, or Lowry here, and you wanted every lineup to have one, you could set that to 1 to whatever 3 if you want. That would just mean every lineup would have at least one of these guys, and then at most all 3. You can also limit it to just a maximum of 2, or you could do 1 of 1, which just means every lineup can only have one guy, and we'll only have one guy from this group. So lots of ways to use it. There's also the condition here. Does this one work? Did we update it, Chris?
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, so this one, Do you want to explain how you could use this one, Chris?
So if you're trying to stack a game, and you want to if you want to stack a game, like who are the Raptors playing here? They're playing the Celtics. So if you want that group that Garry made with the 3 Raptors, but you only want it to be applied when there's a Celtic in the lineup, you could create this group. So it just means that this player group that you set will only be active if the player below is in the lineup. So Garry put Tatum and Brown here. So every lineup that has Tatum and Brown will have one of these 3 guys. So just a sort of way to game stack.
Yeah. And then just a question here for you, Chris. If a lineup doesn't have one of these guys with this rule here now, since we have only if the player is below, that means this group won't be used at all, right?
Yeah.
So if you want this group to be used no matter what, then you'd keep this empty here like that. But yeah, lots of ways to use it. Yeah, pretty cool. See some comments here. Hug says, seems like Detroit goes off, the whole team goes off.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of does seem that way. They get a lot of like steals and blocks. They play kind of, I don't know, they play that old school way. So a lot of misses there as well. So a lot of rebounds, a lot of assists. So yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Yep. We got Mike here, the other Mike, not Mike Weaver. He says, what's up, guys? What's up, Mike? Henry is saying Duncan Robinson on DraftKings, Chris. Feel like he's due.
Yeah, I mentioned him quickly. Definitely have no problems with him for 4.5K if you want to use him as a last piece.
Yeah. Espo says, that's crazy. Thanks. Yeah, lots of features here. I know you're in the Discord, so if you ever have questions as well, Espo in the Discord, feel free to message me or anyone there. Or if you want to, like, maybe there's some sort of construction that you want to have and you don't know how to do it, just ask that and someone will help you out for sure. Stadia says, what was the Raptors group? No more than one of Siakam, Fred VanVleet, and Lowry. What did we have here? It was just one of the main guys running it back with one of the Celtics main guys, so Tatum or Brown, and then the way I had it set up there was it would have at least one of the 3 guys and then at most 1. But you can also make it so it's at least 2, at most 3, for example, or at least 1, at most 3. So you can kind of play around however you like. I'll probably do something with the Raptors today. Maybe have two Raptors running it back with a Celtic guy. So I'll probably make 2 different groups with Raptors today, something like that. But yeah, let's get into the next game here. We have Orlando Magic at Golden State Warriors. Orlando side first, Evan Fournier, Cole Anthony, Aminu, Michael Carter-Williams, all marked as questionable right now. Projected starters, we have Cole Anthony, Fournier, Ennis, Gary Clark, and Vucevic. I think you said Vucevic today is the center that's popping on FanDuel over Boogie. Is it just a good matchup here today? Good price for him, or what do you like about Vooch today, Chris?
Yeah, so he's just the main guy there. He's touching the ball every possession. He's just doing everything for them. He gets a really good matchup here against the Warriors. I don't think they have any bigs that can really hold him, really what's it called? Like stop him defensively. So really like Vucevic here in this spot. He's a little expensive, 9.8K on FanDuel. On DK, he's cheaper for 9.4K. So really like him on both sides. We have to obviously wait for the Cole Anthony and Fournier news. They're both questionable right now. I don't think we'll know before lock just because we didn't get it with this 2:30 injury report. So yeah, we probably have to wait until maybe 30 minutes before that game starts to find out that news. I probably expect both of them to play, both Fournier and Anthony. Doesn't really bump down Vucevic too much, so I'm still good with him on both sides. But yeah, he's the only guy I'm interested in for my lineups. Cole Anthony is popping a little bit on DK for 5.4K. I don't know. I'm just not sure how I feel about that. I'm probably going to play him just because if he's out, we can pivot down to Frank Mason, who's probably going to play 40 minutes if Anthony misses the game. So I'm fine with locking in Cole Anthony once lock comes around just to kind of wait for that news.
Yep. Let's see. What time does this game start? 7 Eastern there?
10 Eastern.
Sorry?
So it's
10 Eastern.
It's the late game.
Yeah, so definitely some time there. So you'd have to switch a few guys, though, because Mason is, 1.4 cheaper than Cole Anthony.
Yeah, but we have interest in some of the Sixers value guys. And they also start at the same time, so I think there's definitely going to be pivots.
Yep. Yeah, just another reminder, we do have late swap working, so if you do tournaments as well here, you can upload your file here at the bottom. If you click the late swap, upload the file you download from FanDuel DraftKings, you can optimize it, and then it'll swap out any players. Right now, the late swap doesn't use all of the settings that you have, like player groups, max exposure, like anything. It just uses uniques, and then it just gives you the most optimal lineups. So it's still useful because it takes into account like any major news that you'd want to stuff in, but it might break your old build rules. But that is something we're fixing. It's in the works now. It's almost done. We're just testing it out. So pretty soon, all your settings and stack groups, it will respect those and keep those if it can. And then if it can't...
I think it already does.
Pardon?
I think it already does.
Oh, we pushed it?
No, I mean, it's been doing that for a while now.
Which one?
Like, if you have a minimum exposure on someone, it still keeps it.
Oh, the minimum exposure?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just not the player groups, though. And, like, the stack settings, I think those aren't saved. So I think those will work in the light swap. And, like, probably later this week, early next week, we'll have that out there. So that'll be pretty cool. And then if, like, a setting that you have doesn't work, it'll show you which lineup the setting wasn't applied to just because there was no valid late swap. So pretty cool stuff there. Should be out soon. But yeah, definitely take advantage of that if you're playing and you want to do some swaps there. But yeah, Golden State side, we got Wiseman and Kevon Looney out for them. Projected starters, we have Seth Curry, Oubre, Wiggins, Toscano Anderson, and Draymond Green starting at center. Is Green going to be guarding Vucevic, Chris?
I mean, probably. I don't see who else it would be. Maybe Toscano Anderson. He's kind of been guarding the bigs, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. There's no one there to stop him. Vuce is kind of a big body. Yeah, I don't think Green or Toscano Anderson, they're big enough. So Vuce should have his way here. But yeah, who do you like on the Golden State squad today?
So just in terms of like optimal, Steph Curry isn't popping a lot, but I think in my tournament builds, I really like him. They have a high implied team total here at 116. So I do like Steph. The only problem with him is his price tag now. He's 10.5 on FanDuel, 10-1 on DK. So obviously the DK price tag is better, but we have interest in John Wall, like I was saying earlier, point guard for 7.1K. So it's a little hard to fit in Steph Curry for me today. So he's not really popping in my builds. I think I'm fine with fading him today. One guy that's kind of like Wiggins is popping on FanDuel at shooting guard. It's something that I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. Like, I don't know if I'm going to fade him completely and just go to a different team. Just because I hate playing Wiggins. He just kind of he's out there getting exercise. The only time he really hits his projection is when he gets steals and blocks. But yeah, not my favorite play there. Like he's safe for like 25, but I don't know. I just hate playing Wiggins, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. He's really the only Warrior that's popping today in optimals. Kelly Oubre popping a little bit as well, actually. He's 6.5 on FanDuel. I think he's 6.4 on DK. So I don't know. Like, I don't like these guys too much. I might just exclude them from my tournament builds. But if you land there as sort of a last piece in your cash games, I guess I don't mind it. I'm not sure on what I'm going to do yet with him.
Yep. Let me just set up the last game of the slate here. See some comments in the YouTube chat. KJ says Steph kind of night tonight. What do you think of that? You feel it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but the only reason I don't is just because it's a little hard to get to him. But I mean, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if he has a good game here tonight.
Yeah.
One guy I forgot to mention was Draymond Green. He's 7.5 on FanDuel, so that's too expensive for me. But for 6.8 on DK, I do like that in tournaments. Obviously, he has triple-double upside. Yeah, if the game stays close, then definitely Draymond could have a ceiling game here. So definitely don't mind him in DraftKings tournaments.
Yep. Cody in the YouTube saying Vucevic or Cousins on FanDuel. Right now, I think Vuce is popping, but different price tag, obviously, so it would change your construction quite a bit. But yeah, what do you think of the two, Chris?
Yeah, like that's a big decision. I mean, there's lineups super close to each other in terms of projection right now that have both of them. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like they're both good options. It's just kind of where you land last with the rest of your lineup. If I had to pick right now, I'd probably say a Vooch build over a Cousins build, but yeah, I'm not certain on that.
Yep. Hug says if you want someone out when you're late swapping, I think your best bet is to set projections to 0. Yeah, usually we update them. Well, no, we do update them projections, so you don't always have to do that. Maybe sometimes if you want to do it before they update automatically in our system, you could do that for sure. I'm not sure. Does the exclude not work? You could also do exclude too.
Yeah, I think the safest thing is just to make the projection 0 if they have one, but it updates.
Yep. But yeah, should be able to do exclude as well. Or just limit this, or projection 0. So there's a few ways to do it, but definitely 0 is the safest one. Henry says Grant and Boucher or Plumlee and Lowry DraftKings tournament.
Grant and Boucher or Plumlee and Lowry. I'll say Grant and Boucher there.
Yeah, me too. I like that one. Single entry for him. That's what I would say. But yeah, last game of the slate here, guys. We have Philadelphia 76ers against the Portland Trailblazers. Philadelphia side first. Mike Scott out for them. Shake Milton doubtful, so that's pretty interesting news there. Seth Curry is in, so you got interest in him because of the Shake news you mentioned. Projected starters, we have Simmons, Seth Curry, Danny Green, Tobias Harris, and Joe Embiid. Who do you like there, Chris?
So I mean, I love Joel Embiid here, but the thing with him is it's kind of hard to get to him in my cash games, but definitely a super good option in tournaments today. He's 10-8 on both sites, so it's like I said, it's a little hard to get to him. The Sixers here have the highest implied team total at 118, so definitely have interest in these guys, but it's like I keep saying, it's a little hard to get to him. Right now, in terms of optimals, the guys that are landing in our lineups are the value guys. So with Shake Milton doubtful, we're getting interesting guys like Seth Curry, Tyrese Maxey, Danny Green. So I think on this slate, like in this really good matchup against the Blazers, I don't mind those guys. So no Shake Milton, Seth Curry for 4.1K on FanDuel is a value piece. Definitely don't mind that. On DK is a little more expensive, 4.7. He's been playing really well though, so if you're landing on him on DK as well, I have no problems with that. Danny Green, the other guy that's kind of popping on both sites, really. He's 3.9K on DK, 3.7K on FanDuel, so near the minimum on FD. I have no problems with him as well, just because his minutes are kind of secure. He's going to play around 26, 28 minutes here. Just the thing with him is, like, if his shot isn't falling, he's not going to get you many points. But in this matchup against the Blazers, I think he can get us there. He can get to his projection of 20. I don't think that's too much to ask for. The Trailblazers don't play too much defense, so I don't have any problems with Danny Green today. I'm fine with him as a last piece. And then Maxey on DK for 3.2K. I do like that as well. No Shake Milton, so Maxey will kind of have the second unit sort of to himself. Obviously, they play Embiid with the second unit there as well. But I mean, like, he'll be the lead guard there with no Milton, so I do have interest in Maxey for 3.2K on DK. On FanDuel, he's 3.9 at shooting guard. I don't think we need it just because, I mean, we have Seth Curry there for 200 more. I would much rather play Seth there. If you want to pair them together, maybe, but I mean, it's not the best correlation play, so I think my main interest comes from the value guys here, and then Embiid in tournaments, obviously. I'm not too interested in Simmons and Harris.
Okay. Let's do Portland. Portland, we have Nasir Little, questionable for them. Projected starters, we have Dame Lillard, Gary Trent Jr., Jones Jr., Covington, and Cantor. Yeah, someone mentioned Embiid's going to walk over Cantor today. Um, any interest in the Blazers guys, Chris Cantor, at all, or no?
Yeah, I have interest in the Blazers here. So it's not it's the spread isn't too high. It's at 5.5 favoring the Sixers right now. So not really worried about a blowout. We know where most of the production from these Blazers is going to come from. It's going to be Dame, obviously. He's 10K on FanDuel, 9.8 on DK. They're implied for 112, so it's not really a bad game environment for him. I think we haven't projected very high in terms of ownership. So yeah, really good play, Dame. I really like him today. It's a national TV game, so I expect him to get up for it. So yeah, I really like Dame here in this spot. Cantor, another guy that I'll mention. The only concern with him would be foul trouble going up against Embiid, but I don't know. He's 6.5 on FanDuel. I don't mind that if I'm like going there at center. He's 500 more than Cousins. I'd obviously take him straight up over Cousins here, just because his minutes are a little more secure. Um, but the good thing for him is the Sixers play big always. They always have Embiid or Howard on the court, so definitely a good matchup for Cantor.
Yeah.
I think that those two guys are my main guys. Derek Jones Jr. maybe on DK for 3.8 as a tournament option. Yeah, I think it's just the two main guys that I'm really gonna have interest in.
Okay. Stadia Wizzy here is asking, would you do a rule to limit one of Bam and Butler?
That one is kind of difficult. Obviously, they're a different position. I think both of them can get there in the same game, so I don't think that rule is needed. Maybe if you're in a 150 entry max and you're just trying to get obviously you're trying to get the takedown, so maybe in that situation. But I think if you're in like a 20 entry max, 3 entry max, I don't think you need that rule.
Yep. Let's see what else we got here. Clemens says, hey, Optimizer was off yesterday. I tried to plug my player that was listed. Did not add up to the salary. If you could just message us in the Discord, maybe just let us know the player that you had locked. Could test that out and fix that right away. So just message me in the Discord. We'll fix that right away, obviously. Haven't noticed that happen to me, though. Have you noticed anything like that, Chris, lately?
Oh, he said yesterday I had no problems at all. So I mean, maybe it was some like conflicting rule you had. Not sure.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, next time that happens, just send a message and then we'll fix that. So yeah, definitely do that. KJ says, anything on OG? Nothing new that I've seen so far. Have you seen anything, Chris?
No, the only thing I've seen is we have John Wall. He's in today, so not probable anymore.
Yeah, that's all I saw as well. What else we have here? We got a comment from VN Jones says, I like my players to get 6x value on DraftKings tournaments. Are you projecting John Wall for 6x tonight? He hasn't hit that since January 6th and only 3 times this season. Let's see what we have.
Yeah, so we could take a look at what we project him for. We have him at 5.5. I mean, what do we have to set him at to get him to 6? Set him to like, I don't know, 42? 43. Yeah, so he needs like 43 to get to 6x, 42 and a half. I mean, I think it's definitely in the realm of possibilities if the game stays close. Like his usage rates are insane, but I mean, yeah, we don't project him for 6x, but 5.5x is really good on TK here.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like 1 3-pointer extra from his current projection to get 6x, so he's pretty close, but yeah. His minutes have been a bit limited, right, Chris? That's what you've been saying about Wall?
No, they've been trending upwards. He played 34 and a half last game, so I'm not concerned about that anymore.
Yeah, and he always has like the ceiling potential as well, so maybe we could see that any point soon if his minutes have been trending up like he said. Hug is saying the question is if it's a stars and scrub day today or balanced.
I think it's pretty balanced. I mean, it depends how you consider the Sixers guys like Seth Curry and Danny Green, Tyrese Maxey. If you see them as scrubs, then it's pretty stars and scrubsy. But I mean, the way I see it, it's pretty balanced. We don't have guys like Luka, Giannis, AD, LeBron, guys like that. We're not jamming them in, so I think it's pretty balanced.
Yeah. KJ says made a tournament with a core of Brown, Curry, Dame, and Boogie. He thinks it's a solid core. What do you think of that? I'm guessing it's Seth or Steph. Could be either one there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with either of them. I think KJ was talking up Steph Curry earlier, so it's probably Steph. But yeah, definitely like all 4 of those guys. Have no problems with that.
Okay. Question from Adam. He's asking for cash. How do you like this? Frank Mason, Maxey, Jeremy Grant, Sabonis. I guess that's a whole lineup. Vooch, Wall, Derek Jones, Delon Wright. Any of those guys you just don't like for cash, I guess, Chris?
Yeah, I don't like Frank Mason because Cole Anthony and Fournier are questionable. Maxey, I like him. Grant, I like him. Sabonis, he's all right. Not a priority for me today, but he's okay if you're landing there as the last piece. Vucevic, I like a lot. John Wall, he's a lock. Jones is okay. Delon Wright, not really for me in cash games today.
Yeah, on Frank Mason, you said you'd like him if we have Cole Anthony out, right?
Yeah.
So could be, but just not yet because we don't know that. Kid just says, yeah, it was Steph. T-Bay here says, damn, what did I miss? Probably busy drinking that lucky apple soju for breakfast. He says, where is Gary's green screen? Didn't know how to use it, so no green screen. But maybe we'll bring it back at some point once I know how to use it. Adam Foster says, any other cheap point guards you recommend, Chris?
I don't think point guard's really a spend down position today. That's the thing. Like, obviously, if we get Cole Anthony out, then we can play Mason. But for now, I think we play John Wall. We lock him in. Tyrese Maxey, 3.2K is probably my favorite value guy, but you had him in there already. So we'll go over some of my favorite lineups in a bit here. So, yeah.
Okay, just 2 quick questions here, Chris. Did you say John Wall is a lock, not popping in the optimal right now from KJ?
Yeah, he's a lock on DraftKings, not on FanDuel.
Okay, and then Henry Gold here says, any interest in Wiggins on DraftKings? I think you mentioned Wiggins and Oubre. You just wanted to cross out.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Wiggins is 6'2" on DK. I don't know with him. It's hard to say.
Yeah,
I'm probably going to play him.
Thomas Bay here says, Chris looks like he's about to enter an NBA arena runway pre-game fit.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that's funny. Let's go into the 3 different plays of the day like we always do. Good reminder here, guys. If we get to 30 likes today, not sure what we're at right now. I'll check afterwards, but 30 likes, we'll do a giveaway to the optimizer we've been using all throughout the show, projections, all that sort of stuff. So we'll give away a week to that. Also, you get access to our Discord. Optimizer comes with every sport, not just NBA that we're doing now, but every other sport that we have, both FanDuel, DraftKings. So yeah, if we get to 30 likes, we'll do that giveaway. If you want to just try it out without the giveaway, there's a 3-day free trial automatically applied to all new members, no code or anything required. Definitely check that out. Super great value there. Lots of success as you guys see every night. Yeah, definitely do that. And then other thing on that topic, every 5 likes after 30, we'll do an extra giveaway. So 35, 2 giveaways, 43, so on and so forth until 50. At 50, we'll do the month if we ever get that. Hopefully soon. Hopefully this month we can get to 50. Giveaway that month. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, I think that's it. Also, make sure you're subscribed as well. Forgot about that one. Every single day we do this show, same format as we've done so far. So if you like that, if it helps you out, just hit subscribe, do the bell button, and hit all so you get notified so you'll see it on your YouTube. This show's always going to be free, so definitely do all that stuff, guys. Jimmy Huggins says, as soon as he said that, it bumped by like 8. That's good.
We need like a counter on the screen, maybe above your head. I think that would be pretty nice.
Yeah, we need some other production stuff for sure. Like, I think the webcams here are different sizes. Like, I'm like a square, you're like a rectangle there. There's definitely a few things. We need Justin on here. Maybe he can do production behind the scenes. But yeah, we could get that. Looks like we hit 30. So if we do 35, guys, we'll do 2 giveaways. so on and so forth. So maybe we can get 50, maybe not. But yeah, Justin says full-time production for me. Yeah, if I did full-time production, I'm sure we'd have that. What else we have? We got Charlie here. Always says, "What's up? What's up, Charlie?" Stadia says, "Feel bad. These guys do more work than they get credit for." What do you make of that one, Chris? No need to feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good. We got a good little site here. Definitely don't need to feel bad.
Yeah, no need to feel bad. As long as you guys are enjoying the content, that's good. Also, I mean, having the discussion here makes it a lot of fun. So community here is awesome. So no need to feel bad at all.
We're still new on YouTube. So I mean, we're still growing.
Yeah, it takes time, I think. Maybe there's some like YouTube secrets, some YouTube hacks that we could do, but I mean, right now it's all by the books. We're not doing anything. No view bots here. Sometimes Chris turns them on, but I'm kidding. No view bots. But yeah, I think it just takes time, but we're just enjoying it. So it's a lot of fun to do. Anyone ever win back to back? We've had a few guys win twice, right, Chris? No one 3 times?
I think Trigga did.
Yeah, Trigger's won twice. But back to backs, 2 days in a row.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Justin says, I'm an in front of the camera guy like Chris. Yeah. Adam Foster says, true, but they keep growing. That's good. Yeah, that's nice. It's a lot of fun for sure. Dida says, entire Ed counter over Garry LW and explodes at 30.
I think he's saying he wants the light counter above your head.
Yeah, that explodes at 30. That'd be pretty cool. KJ's also won twice, Chris. Oh yeah, KJ has won twice. He won once when he wasn't a member, then he became a member and then won. Yeah, that's true. Justin says, haven't deposited on FanDuel in 4 years. Fire. That's awesome. It's definitely the way to do it. Big news here. Toronto, Watanabe is out, so that's huge. Not really, but OG Anunoby is out, so that's really huge there. I guess Watanabe being out kind of solidifies their secondary guys' minutes, so definitely good there. Good news. Yeah, we can go over that, Chris, a bit. Projections obviously will update to account for that, like they always do automatically. Just got to give it a few minutes, but maybe they can update while we do these 3 favorite plays. Chris, first one, overall play of the day. Who do you have?
On FanDuel, right?
Yeah. What was so funny?
you just went so quick into it. I'll say Jimmy Butler.
Butler.
I don't know. Like, there's not really a spend up that stands out over the rest. So yeah, I'll say Jimmy Butler.
You'll say Jimmy Butler. Okay. Who are you going to say for the value play of the day, Chris?
I need a shirt that says, I'll say value here. I'll say Seth Curry. 4.1K on FanDuel.
Okay.
Yeah, really good value there.
Okay, and then tournament play. Who do you have?
Tournament play. Let's go with KJ here. Let's put in Steph Curry. He's not popping a lot. He's 10.5K, so a little bit overpriced, but really good game environment for him. He's been shooting super well. So if the game stays close, he should crush here.
Yeah, I got both Curry brothers. That's pretty awesome. I like jamming in the brothers playing DFS, so I like that a lot. For DraftKings, Chris, who are you going to say for the overall play of the day?
I'll say... No, I'm kidding. Let's go with... Should we go with Butler again? Let's go with Vucevic here. I think I'll say Vucevic. He's a really good player here.
Okay. I'll say value play of the day, Chris, and you'll say who?
I don't know. There's not really anyone that stands out completely. It's pretty balanced here on DK. I don't know, like Danny Green, Tyrese Maxey, one of the two. I'm not going to lock either of them in, but I think one of those two should be in your lineup for value.
Let's say Maxey. 200 over minimum price. So I like that one a bit more than Danny Green. Tournament play of the day here. Who do you have?
Tournament play here. I mean, we can go with Curry again here, just because. I mean, if if I like him with conviction on one site, I should like him on the other site. I don't think he's going to be too popular here as well. The scoring system fits him better, so yeah, I'll say Steph Curry.
Nice. Cody in here says, "Yo, what's up, Cody?" Thomas Bay says, "Boucher. I hear it's duck hunting season now. Is that a bad thing for Boucher if it's duck hunting season?"
You tell me, you're the slim duck guy.
I mean, if you're hunting for ducks, that's probably not. No, I just mean that. Like, is that bad? I think it's good. I like Boucher. John Cotter says, "I'll say yes, you say no." KJ says, I'll say. What do you make of those ones, Chris? Those are for you.
Yeah, I'll say.
Okay, Chris. What else we got? Robert says, "What's the best way to stay on top of DK optimals when you need to have two players locked?"
I mean, you could exclude two players that don't really pop a lot. So if someone has a low projection, you could just sort by lowest projections, just exclude them, and then you'll be able to build.
Yep. Kid just says 52% in last 8 games from 3 for Steph Curry. Pretty good there, so hot hand. Rondo's saying Garry / Chris versus Seth / Curry. Seth / Steph. Thomas says Garry is, what is this, Seidel Curry?
Yeah, that's the Curry sister.
Thanks, Thomas. Kid just says my boy Wardell Stephen Curry the second.
I have the Steph Curry signed ball up here. Yeah, I mean, up there, got the Steph Curry signed ball. So, yeah, definitely a Steph Curry fan. I should bring it down one day.
How do we know it's authentic, Chris?
I got the authenticity thingy.
You got the paperwork done?
Yeah, I got the paperwork done.
Okay. Robert says, and that's why you're the geniuses. Lol, thanks, guys. Shout out to Robert. Robert there. KJ says, Steph should be in the top 5 for MVP candidates, by the way. Warriors would be 124 without him. What do you think of that one,
Yeah,
Chris?
I think he probably is top 5. I don't think he's winning just because they're not like a top team. But yeah, he's definitely playing very well this year.
Yeah. Anfer says, I'm playing both Currys in tournaments on DraftKings. I like that. Robert says, I have a Joey Harrington signature.
Who's Joey Harrington?
Can't believe you don't know Joey Harrington, Chris.
American football quarterback. 42 years old. Detroit Lions. Was he there before Stafford?
Don't ask me. Yeah, let's go over core plays, Chris. First one, who do you have on FanDuel? Do FanDuel first.
Let's go with Kemba Walker here. Just 5.5K. I think it's a little too cheap for Kemba here.
Okay, and then next up, who do you have?
I'll go with Seth Curry. 4.1K on FanDuel. I had him as my value guy, so I like that as well.
Okay, third core play for FanDuel. Who do you have?
I'll say Danny Green, another value guy. I think these are the main value guys that we need on FanDuel today. So yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, fourth guy. Who do you have?
It's just those 3 guys today. I think the rest of the build is pretty up in the air, but yeah, I think these 3 guys are popping a lot.
Okay, let's hit build. While that's happening, just a reminder, guys, for the giveaway, I'll start it a bit earlier now. If you want to participate in that, just say anything in the chat, and then I'll save a list of everyone who's here right now. So we still have DraftKings to do and go over the cash plays here, but if you want to participate, type anything in the chat. If you don't type something in the chat, then I have no way of knowing you're here. So just doesn't matter what you say. It could be anything, and then we'll get you in there. So we can start that now a bit earlier. But yeah, which ones do you like here, Chris?
So let's take a look at the first one, and then I'll say the second one because it has Boucher.
Okay, let's expand these.
Yeah, so sorry, I want to remove OG real quick. Yeah, so I mean, with both of these lineups, we have our locks, obviously Kemba, Seth, and Green. So it's not really an obvious build today for now, so that's a good thing. I don't think there's going to be a train. I don't think the train will be too big. But yeah, here we have Kemba, Wiggins, Curry, Butler, and Green all together, and then the 4v4 is Brogdon, Tatum, Tice, Vucevic versus Lillard, Bam, Boucher, Cousins. I mean, I think I side with the first one here. Obviously, Boucher gets the little bump with OG out. We'll have to see how much projections change. I think he's not going to change too much just because he's already pretty high. But yeah, with Tice, we have Robert Williams out, so that bumps him up. We get Tatum, who's the main guy for the Celtics. Obviously, I like that a lot. We got Vucevic against the Warriors. We get Brogdon in a good spot here as well. So yeah, I think I like the first side. The second side, just I don't know. We don't know about Boucher's minutes, Cousins as well. We don't know if he's going to finish the game. So for now, I'll say this the first side, but I probably wouldn't be surprised if it changes in terms of optimals.
Yep. Okay, let's do DraftKings then. Just before we do that, one last reminder, because I think we can just get into the giveaway right away after we finish the DraftKings side. Just another reminder, if you want to participate in the weekly pass for Optimizer here, just say anything in the chat and then we'll get you in. We only can see like people who've said stuff in the last 5 minutes. So that's why we have to do that. So last chance here. So if you want to participate, just say anything at all. Yeah. Who do you have, Chris, first lock here?
On DK, I'll say John Wall, 7.1K. Usage rate is really high. I really like John Wall here today.
Okay. Second up, who do you have?
I'll go Vucevic for 9.4K on DK, so better price than FanDuel. I really like him here.
Okay.
Third lock, I don't know. There's not really I don't know. It's hard to say. I'll say Jeremy Grant for 7.4. I don't feel like too strongly about this one, but yeah, I'll say Jeremy Grant. I think that's it for the locks, though. There's not really obvious builds today, so it's kind of nice to see, actually.
Okay, let's hit build, see what we get. About your Joey Harrington question, Chris, Robert said, yeah, he was a first-round bust.
First-round bust.
So maybe that...
Yeah, like...
that signature could have been sold high in the first year, maybe. Less interest after the bust confirmed. Yeah, which ones do you like here, Chris? What do you want to go over?
Let's go over the first one, and then let's do the second one as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so obviously we have Wall here for 7.1. We have Wiggins in both for 6.2. I mean, that's not someone I love to play, but they have a pretty high implied team total at 115 right now. Maybe one up to 116. They have a 9-man rotation, so he should play like mid-30s minutes. So I don't mind him there for 6.2. Vucevic, we have him in both. We locked him, obviously. Cole Anthony as well. I think he's a fine play if he's in. Obviously, if he's out, we'll pivot to Mason. Maybe go up somewhere else, like go up from Maxey to someone like Seth Curry, something like that. And then we have a 3v3 here: Jaylen Brown, Grant Williams, Tyrese Maxey versus Duncan Robinson, Mason Plumlee, Danny Green. Yeah, I mean, I'm on this first side for sure. Obviously, we have to play Grant Williams and Tyrese Maxey, but I think they will have increased roles today. So with Maxey, Shake Milton's out, so definitely don't mind paying 3.2 for him. Grant Williams, Robert Williams is out, so that bumps Grant up a little bit. Grant Williams, and then we get Brown for 7.7. In the second side of the 3v3, we have to spend up, or I mean, our spend up is Plumlee. So I don't know. I like the first side here more.
Yeah, I think I'm with you as well on that one. Let's go over some more chat here quickly before we do the giveaway. Thomas says, bonus about to eat tonight. Chris?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but he's been playing pretty poorly recently.
Yeah. KJ says something about my voice cracking. He says, is it just me or did Gary's voice crack when he said list? Could have. Can always scroll back and check on the VOD. It's always here, so definitely could check that.
What was the winning combination yesterday? Was it purple tulips?
Yeah, I think so.
We got Robert saying blue dandelions. I think that's going to be the winning comment here tonight.
Yep. So yeah, this is everyone here. I feel like we had a fair delay there between announcing it, so I think we can just get right into it, not wait. Let's paste all of these guys here, shuffle it a few times. How's the list look, Chris, to you?
Let's see. Charlie, Speed Racer, Jaylen, Espo, Foster. We could remove Thomas Bay. We can remove Rajon Rondo. I don't think those guys need it, but yeah, everything else here looks good.
Okay, let's hit build. Or not build, spin.
Ooh, Alex Alejandro.
Yep.
What was the comment?
Red Roses.
Red Roses wins again.
Did anyone else say Red Roses today?
I think earlier maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie's got to be pissed. It was. I always feel bad for the guy that it slowly goes over and then it goes to the next guy. So
Yeah.
definitely feel bad for Charlie here.
Guess we can go over three likes away from 35, so we could maybe do that if we get there. Maybe. But yeah, just to make your account, just go to DFS Crunch.
I think he has one.
Oh, has one?
I think he won a few days ago, maybe. Yeah, just tell me what your email is. Is it Alex956?
Can do it either here or Twitter DM at DFS Crunch if you want to keep that private. So totally up to you. Either here or on Twitter if you want to give the email. Chris says you know how to create the account if you don't have one. Chris thinks you do have an account actually, so.
He won a few days ago, so he does have an account. I want to make sure that's his email.
Yeah. KJ says I won with yellow rose yesterday, so it's some type of rose. That's the trick here. Yeah. Let's see, 33. Should we wait a bit, stall a bit, see if we can get to 35, or just what do you think, Chris? I think we should just be we either get it or we don't get it.
Yeah, I don't think we got it today.
Yeah, because you don't want to stall for nothing. Yeah, either we get it or we don't. So it's close. Hopefully tomorrow we can do 2. Hopefully we can do a month at some point this month. I think we could do it probably. Looks like there's probably a solid a bit more than 3 weeks in this month to grow a bit, get a bit more views here, get to 50. So that'd be fun. But yeah, anything else to wrap up the slate from you, Chris? Any thoughts here? Any news that we need to look out for leading up to lock or after lock?
I mean, we have the Orlando news, so that's the that's the injury news we're waiting for. Other than that, I think it's a pretty I think we have most of the news. I don't think there's going to be any big trains as of now, so definitely excited for the slate.
Yep. Got a comment here from Thomas Bay. Says off topic. Kyle Anderson drives a manual car.
Yeah, he definitely shifts gears.
Yeah. Who drives auto in the NBA, Chris?
Ask Thomas. Thomas probably knows. He's on top of all that.
Yeah, who in the NBA drives auto? Like the most obvious automatic driver there. Need to see that one before we wrap it up today. Kind of curious.
Let me try to throw out some names. Maybe someone like
Norm Powell. That's a good one, actually. I think I like that one, Norm Powell.
Stanley Johnson.
Norm Powell, hands down.
Yeah, a lot of these Raptors, DeAndre Bembry.
Come on.
Definitely they all drive automatic.
Bembry doesn't get any opportunity to drive even. But yeah, not Pascal. Come on.
Maybe Eric Pascal.
He said Siakam there. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, appreciate all the comments here. We'll be back at it tomorrow, 2.5 hours before main slate. I got another one, Gordon Hayward, automatic.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Robin Lopez. He drives a Prius. Yeah, probably.
Lopez drives a Prius. Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate everything here, guys. Before you go, if you like the content and you're not subscribed, every single day we do this show, weekends, Christmas, birthdays, if we're sick. I don't think we've been sick so far, so even if we're sick, we'll do it. Might be a bit raspy, might be coughing, but we'll still do it. Even if it's early before the Super Bowl, no matter what, every single day. So definitely subscribe, bell button, all. Come hang out, come get your content, DFS slate overview out of the way. So do that. Like the video if you haven't, just for fun. Appreciate that a lot because it helps people find our YouTube channel, grows the community. So we do really appreciate that a lot. And then be sure to follow us on Twitter at DFS Crunch as well. And then if you want to get in on our optimizer, use our projections today, go on to dfscrunch.com. All new members here get a 3-day free trial automatically applied. No coupon code or anything required. So definitely do that. Every slate's a good slate to do that on. We have really great community here. Every sport, not just NBA that you see us using. So every main sport, FanDuel, DraftKings. So yeah, definitely do that, guys. And we'll be in the Discord today updating any core plays if there's any more news that comes out leading up to lock and post lock. Yeah, we'll see you guys in the Discord. Good luck, guys, and we'll see you all tomorrow.